Chapter 62.
What's wrong, Key?
Al-Qaeda watched the young Yakuza sit in his study in the library. He was behind the desk looking at a blank page.
Nothing really. Just thinking.
His hair looked beautiful, healthy, and strong that day.
What are you thinking about then?
Hokkaido have not seen anyone stare at a blank piece of paper ever before in his life.
Trying to come up with my death poem. I have a few ideas, but I do not want to waste the paper.
What? Why? You are not going to die, Kai. I will protect you with my life. You will not die.
The bitter surprise brought unhappiness in the moment.
I have a feeling I will, Hokkaido. I really think I will, and there's nothing I can do about it.
No, you won't.
Hokkaido exclaimed sternly.
It's alright. I think there's something wrong with my brain anyway. The things I've been coding seem to be backfiring lately. I think it will only get worse with time, and I don't really want to see myself as a deranged, degenerate idiot. Just an average mind. Just a man like any other. I can feel my incel is activating just from the thought alone.
He caressed the paper with his fingertips playfully, thinking about how wonderful the sensation of life is. What a pretty show it all was. Just one more sunset. Just one more girl jumping up and down on his dick. Just one more bottle of champagne. And just one more time to kiss the beautiful toes of a delightful girl.
No.
Hokkaido hugged Key and cried. With my chest pierced! I lay on the horseback half dead. Through the battlefield, the beast carries me. With tears in his eyes, I shall return home. He's not happy about the poem, but life and everything he would leave behind, even a death poem, felt irrelevant. He knew that after death there was nothing. So to hell with the universe and everything in it. Intelligence was a peculiar mechanism. The complex combination of atoms scanning the whole universe for resources in an ever-improving way to exist. Key could feel his time of discovery starting to strangle him toward the end of his journey. He could sense his end being near. He could observe the way his brain was distorting and falling apart, decaying while still alive. The young man could feel the surroundings turn against him. He could feel how his boss was betraying him to save his own ass, excusing himself and sacrificing Key for sins he never committed. Not that there weren't plenty of other sins Key deserved to die for. And yet he could feel himself turn into a raging fire, and Key gave himself to the uncontrollable metamorphosis.
Excuse me, friend. I want to make love to this wonderful girl I ordered. If you don't mind...
Key sounded cold, shallow, and disappointed.
Okay, boss.
Hokkaido was wiping his tears. I will save you, boss.
I will save you, boss.
Key smiled, some beautiful shiny eyes connecting with Hokkaido's, and then left the room. The wonderful, slightly chubby Japanese girl waited for him on the bed dressed as a maid. Key jumped on the bed like a professional swimmer jumps into the pool. He grabbed one of those monster-sized tits out of her blouse and pressed it against his cheek. Then he took out the other one right after and placed his face right between them and breathed in her soft skin. The dying man could feel the scent of the tiny oil droplets illuminating colorful and iridescent rainbows. Key knew that the girl behind the glasses didn't have a sliver of brain, but he didn't mind that night. He pulled out a graphene nanocondom, extra silky, thin, and sensitive, and gave it to the Japanese girl hard. She moaned and the ride was short. Holding his pulsating shaft, he exploded all over her dumb face.